What is your first memory with comics?
Really, I came home from school one afternoon, and my mother had left, I think it was like 50 cents, maybe 75 cents on the counter, and with a note that said, go across the street and buy a comic book. I have a lot of philosophy on this. From somebody who's 42 years old, and for the last 30 years, I've been reading comic books. I've been a comic book collector, comic book reader. And to go from 30 years ago, the stereotype being just this geek who read comics and lived in his parents' basement and never got out and, that was kind of the narrative for good 20 years of the first 20 years I was reading comics.
As far as comic books, and comic book properties being converted into other forms of media, that's always a slightly pointed issue with people. If you ever do run into conflicts with people, it's usually whether or not they do or do not accept things that are done. A lot of people get very upset if a comic book is adapted for a film or television, and things aren't exactly true to stories from the 60s and the original origin stories aren't necessarily true to all the supporting characters that are around someone. Comic book culture to me is something that's very fluid. It's actually changed a lot from the time I was a child and first kind of got into comics. There's such a diversity right now in the marketplace that comic book culture can be really about anything anybody wants it to be. Whether you're looking for serious, very adult, very violent content, whether you're looking for light, airy, children-free books, if you like horror stuff, if you like alternate history stuff, if you like steampunk stuff, all those things are actually there in the marketplace. So comic book culture, to me, from my perspective, has become a lot more diverse over the decades.
The support from everybody, is that something that's very strong?
Yes and no. Some people are open-minded and can accept change, and other people cannot. They're pretty much stuck in the way of what they like, and that's a good thing also. If you like something, go with it.
Something happens and it becomes popular, and then all the people that were into it first are like, oh, no, you we're old school, you're new school, you don't know anything about what we're... There's a big movement in comic books that's kind of what they call the fake geek versus the real geek. And I really don't see that in comics because comics is so all-inclusive. And there's a lot of people that are trying to push these new people out of the way. And then there's people like myself that are like, no man, more the merrier, let's get them in here.
What would you tell a young mind that is on the border of going down the same path that he or she may experience?
Wow. Accept criticism. Look at other styles. Keep an open mind. Draw everything that you enjoy and put it into. If this is going to be your line of work and you enjoy it, anything that inspires you, put into it.